Judicial Watch uncovered new emails that disclosed senior State Department officials sought to set up a standalone email server so Mrs. Clinton could check her emails through a separate non-State Department computer network system.
The top administrator in the State Department, Patrick Kennedy, who is still there, overseeing the response to all the inquiries about Hillary Clinton, was in on Hillary Clinton's separate email network and system from the get-go.
Responding to the latest news at the Democrat debate in New Hampshire, Mrs. Clinton was asked if this scandal, as well as the impending FBI investigation, would hurt her presidential run.
I think the American people will know it's an absurdity. I have absolutely no concerns about it whatsoever. I'm 100% confident. This is a security review that was requested. It is being carried out. It will be resolved.
She then leveled a warning to those seeking prosecution.
But I have to add, if there's going to be a security review about me, there's going to have to be security reviews about a lot of other people, including Republican office holders, because we've got this absurd situation of retroactive classifications.
Meanwhile, a new wild card may play election spoiler. Romanian Marcel Lazar, or Guccifer, who is responsible for hacking into the HDR22 at ClintonEmail.com email account, has stated that he will waive his right to contest his extradition to the U.S. and should be delivered to the U.S. Marshals for transfer to Alexandria, Virginia, where he will face a multi-count federal indictment based on his computer hacking and related charges. The timing could not be worse for Mrs. Clinton, who contends she never received nor transmitted information marked classified on her non-secure private server. The trial will likely produce a public spectacle that could prove embarrassing for Mrs. Clinton.
So many things to break down here. CW6 News contributor Kimberly DeWark is here to discuss the latest. And let's start off with her. A lot of people, a lot of analysts are saying that she's downplaying this, the latest information. She calls it a security review by the FBI. Does the FBI do security reviews?
No, the FBI does not do security reviews. In fact, that's what's got a lot of federal agents upset this week, that she was trying to downplay. They've told me, as well as others, that they do criminal investigations. The security review would be something done by the IG, which is why we would have this information at the FBI now, because they did their review of it. So now they're investigating if there were indeed classified information that would be on this private server.
And the thing that so many people are wondering, why did she choose? She's the first Secretary of State to choose to use a private server. Why? Why use a private server?
It's the
government use.
It's the $1 million question, because and I think it's a question she's going to have to answer herself to the American voters as we head deeper into this election cycle. Nobody has been able to really grapple with the reason why she would want to do it. It was non-secure. It was hacked by a Romanian. It was, I think contained information, allegedly contained information that could harm investigations and undercover agents that are already in the field in important places like the Middle East. And so I think that when we look at this moving forward, I think there are going to be a lot of questions to make, that we're going to make sure that this doesn't happen again. And I think it's going to be a very hard lesson for Ms. Clinton to learn, because it may cost her the election here.
Do you think the ramifications will be high here in this case? I mean, she is leading in the polls in the Democratic Party.
Absolutely. And it's not that big of a play within the Democratic Party itself right now, because they're circling the wagons. But when you get it to the general, most people that you talk with are asking that same question you asked. Why would she have a private server? That is just something that is beyond pale. We don't understand, because the U.S. government has very good encrypted servers that they absolutely protect. And for her to go out and do this and jeopardize national security, huge question for someone who wants to be commander-in-chief.
All right, thank you very much for being with us, Kimberly DeWark. For more